Good day, I'm Samantha Allen and this is your JIS News for April 4. A major infrastructural project is one of several key ventures government is promising to begin or complete in the 2013-2014 fiscal year as part of its growth agenda. The $353 million project will be executed by the Ministry of Transport, Works and Housing with the $300 million secured from the China Exim Bank on a concessionary basis. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen, who made the announcement Thursday morning, said government would provide the additional funding for the project, details of which are outlined in the budget that was tabled in Parliament Thursday afternoon. The North-South Highway, the Kingston Container Terminal, Logistics Hub, diversification of our tourism markets, and the Agri-Parks project are other critical elements underpinning government's growth agenda.
The government will be giving priority focus to close management of the macroeconomy to enable the country to meet the agreed economic targets.
Governor General Sir Patrick Allen was speaking in Gordon House Thursday morning as he delivered the throne speech that capped the ceremonial opening of Parliament. He said government was cognizant of the need to secure an IMF agreement to support these plans, reiterating that Jamaica has already met the required prior actions and is awaiting formal submission of the program to the board of the IMF. In the meantime, government will be strengthening the office of the Parliamentary Council as it moves to deliver on key pieces of legislation brought over from last year and introduce new bills in the 2013-2014 legislative year.
The government will pursue an active legislative agenda, and towards this end is moving to strengthen the office of the Parliamentary Council in keeping with a review undertaken by the Cabinet Office.
The Governor General announced a raft of legislative measures for 2013-2014 that will support the economic growth program, enhance public sector management, and continue the fight against crime. Included in the program are bills to improve the governance of tax incentives, provide for collective investment schemes, and increase access to finance, especially for small and medium-sized enterprises. A bill to establish a single anti-corruption agency and legislation for a public sector procurement bill are also high on the agenda. Legislation addressing certain trial evidentiary matters, court management, and the power of the court to hand down sentences for certain offences will also be tackled, among other issues. And government is also taking aim at values and attitudes this year.
This has been long recognized as a national malady. Efforts have been made to do something about it, but they have not been sustained enough and have not wrought the transformations we would have liked.
A series of island-wide consultations will be held to advance this critical process of transformation and to change the culture of how we treat our fellow Jamaicans. The state will be partnering with the church, private sector, NGOs, and the media in this effort and is calling on all Jamaicans to support the process. In other news, close to 4,000 young people will get the opportunity to acquire new knowledge and experience to prepare them for future employment. The National Youth Service, the NYS's annual summer employment program for 2013, was launched this week. Successful applicants will be placed as interns with public and private sector entities for a 3-week period during July or August. They'll be paid a small stipend to help with traveling and meal expenses, but the biggest gain is the employability skills the youngsters are expected to harness.
And to go a step further, to encourage young people to understand the discipline of work.
Young persons aged 17 to 24 years old have until Friday, April 26 to apply for one of the internship positions this year. Preference will be given to youths with a minimum of 3 CXC passes. And finally, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has declared government's continued support for Jamaica's national netball team, saying Jamaicans should be proud of the spirit of resilience. The Sunshine Girls are down 2-0 in a 3-game series with the England Roses, with the third and final match to be played on the weekend.
I would encourage all Jamaicans to just line up behind them to ensure that the next match, the next game, that this place will be full and just brimming over.
Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Natalie Nita Headley, meanwhile, says government is exploring several measures to develop netball into a professional sport. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Samantha Allen. Thanks for watching.